morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I will be participating in the Colouring Confessions tag, and this was created by the gorgeous Shelly over at Shell's Colouring Journey, and I was tagged by my beautiful friend Maya from Maya's Colouring. She is one of the most beautiful souls here on YouTube and that I have ever had the pleasure of chatting to. She's just an absolute dream. So yeah, anyone who I mention in this video, I will link in the description for you. But yeah, I wrote down the points that Maya had in her video, but then also watching other people's videos, and especially Erica from Elm Colours, there were some other prompts in there as well. So I have just kind of amalgamated the ones that I have seen. So yeah, this is by no means right or wrong. It's just, you know, what I've kind of gathered from watching some of these videos. Okay, so I've got all my like bullet points and notes and things here. So I'm just going to put that in front of me. Okay, so the first one, the first books or oldest books in your colouring book collection. So the first books I had in my collection was Secret Garden by Johanna Basford, and I also had Animal Kingdom by Millie Marotta, but I don't have that book anymore, so I just pulled out another one of my Millie books. This one hasn't been coloured in yet. I've got the washi tape there to indicate that, but I just thought I would, you know, take that out just to kind of show you the two books that sort of kicked it all off for me. This isn't my original of Secret Garden either. My original copy, I pretty much worked through it with just Statler Tri-Plus fine liners. But yeah, I bought this copy used, and I have fixed the pages that had work already done on them. So this was one of them. So I erased some pencil and just coloured this with fine liners and gel pens and a black Posca. A little bit of stickles on the bee's wings there. But yeah, I'll just give you sort of like a quick sort of run through. I've done this one as well. Really bright and colourful. Started that one. This is one that I coloured on the channel. This was a colour along. This page here. I still really like that one. I like how that turned out. I think I've done the nameplate. Yeah. The person who this belonged to, they had a name sort of written on here. I just sort of white taped it out and wrote mine on that and coloured the nameplate. So yeah, I started with Secret Garden by Johanna Basford and also a Millie Marotta book. I know this isn't the same one, but just give you sort of an idea of Millie's style. So yeah, really beautiful. And like I said, I haven't worked in this one yet. I know I have a whip in one of her other books that I own. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's sort of perfect for at the moment here. It's been really windy, grey, miserable, pouring with rain. So yeah, that would kind of be a nice page to colour at the minute, I think. So yeah. Okay, so the second one, what is the newest book in your collection? So I have a few books that are new into my collection over the past few weeks, but the absolute newest is this one. This is Spooky Colouring Adventures of Witch Cat by Sarah Shevchak. I have her first book of this and I absolutely love it. So yeah, this was an absolute must. Her artwork is beautiful. I've got this page here flagged for October, which is really beautiful. I might try and watercolour on that. Maybe get my Albert Dürer pencils out. I haven't used those in a while. But yeah, this is just stunning. Really, really fun. I like the line art in this book. I like the weight of it. In some areas it's kind of thick, but I really don't mind that at all. This is gorgeous. There's sort of like a porthole or something, maybe, I'm not sure, but could you just imagine like beautiful sort of metallic watercolors here, like different colors? Oh my gosh, that would look amazing. I think the beautiful Wendy from Wendy's Colouring, I'm sure she coloured this page and it looks incredible. If you haven't seen her completed pages for October yet, go check it out. She coloured this one and oh my word, it is phenomenal. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous book. I'm so excited. I can't wait to colour in this one. Okay, the third one is the most colourful page you've completed. So I have a few books pulled out. I really do like working colourfully, but then oftentimes, you know, I have started to really enjoy a limited palette. But these are just a few pages that have got some really beautiful, bright, colourful pages in them that I'm really, really happy with. So the first one is A Million Llamas by Lulu Mayo. So I've got this one here. This is a very pastel page, but still really cute. Shiny gel pen. I think we've got Calero paint on here. So I've got that one and also this one. This was a buddy colour with the lovely Helena from the Colouring Zone. Don't think she does her channel anymore, which is a real shame. I miss seeing her videos. But yeah, this was a buddy colour with her. I love this book. This is one of my favourite Lulu Mayo books. Another one is Mein Spaziergang durch die Jahreszeiten by Rita Berman. So this is the compilation of the 4 seasons. And I did this one. I think it was this year actually. Yeah, this one. I love this page, and this is so colourful and vibrant. I'm sure this was done, I think it might have been done in June for Pride. Is Pride in June? I think it is. And this was with the lovely Patricia on Instagram. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one. I used some washi tape to sort of do like a frame in the background, and I just stippled some watercolours, which is a technique that I absolutely adore. And then I just popped on a few stickers that I got from Shein that I felt, you know, kind of tied in with the colours as well. And then I've got these beautiful sort of neon colours down here that were the Languo gel pens. Not sure if that was the highlight or dopamine set, but either way, it was really, really fun. And then, you know, a lot of my Carla Magana books, they are really, really colourful as well. And this one is no exception. This is Graveyard Gals. And I've got quite a few pages done in this one. So I'll just quickly show you a few. This one was for Halloween this year, so that one was completed last month. I think that was a buddy colour with Katia at Bubble of Colouring. This was for Halloween as well. She was a whip, so she got done in October. Let's see, this one. She's my least favourite page I've coloured in the book. I'm not a fan of that one. I like her trousers. I really like her trousers, and I like this bottle here, but that's about it. Yeah, this is my favourite ever Carla Magana page that I've coloured. Got some really beautiful colours going on there with the purple, the sort of aqua colour, the orange. Really, really lovely. And this one. Yeah, so as you can see, I really enjoy, you know, colours on these pages. They're so fun. So they are some of my most colourful pages. The next one, if I can find it. Okay, the most relaxing colouring book in your collection. I have a few books that I find relaxing, but I have to say, I think it would be this one, the Disney Vitro Coloriage Mystère by Hatchet Heroes. This is so relaxing. I adore this book. I do want to get a second copy because I would like to try doing this with sort of pencils and watercolours as well. So use sort of like markers and paint pens for this one, and then have another copy for pencils and watercolours. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun in this book. I love the, you know, the stained glass sort of mosaic feel to it. That is just right up my street. And it's Disney, so of course, what is not to love? So you can see I've got a few pages done in this one. Yeah, so much fun. And this is really relaxing because you're literally just sort of colouring the little, you know, the little sections a piece at a time. And I love that. It's just kind of, the colours are chosen for you. I think the only stressful thing is matching your colours. But once you've done that, you're good. So yeah, that is definitely the most relaxing. Okay, some of the most detailed and challenging books in my collection. Okay, so I have pulled out 3. The first one is this. This is the Disney Dreams collection by the Thomas Kincaid Studios. I have 3 of these books. I have this one, the one with Belle and Beast on the cover, and also the Celebrations book. But my goodness, did they intimidate me. I absolutely love them. They are stunning, and it sounds weird, I would feel lost, I think, without these in my collection. But I just find them really scary, really, really intimidating. And I think because the paper can be a bit temperamental to work on, oh, that would be great for November Mad Tea Party, wouldn't it? That'd be perfect. But yeah, stunning book. And I love that we have the original illustrations of the original painting here on the left hand side. I just think they are incredible, and I think I would happily get another copy of this book just to remove the pictures that I adore so that I could frame them and put them on the wall. But yeah, these really, really scare me, but I love them. So that is one of the most intimidating books. This is another Dromemanga by Tomislav Tomic. This book, oh my gosh, it is beautiful, and I have done a few pages, but yeah, this is detail and then some. But I think if you work kind of section by section, so sort of like on this one, I would be like, okay, let's start with the turrets on the building. Next, let's work on the fish. Okay, we've done that. So now let's come in and do the coral as the frame, you know, and just kind of do it kind of methodically. And then I think you're good. But when you look at these pages, it's like, oh my gosh, you don't even know where to start. But the most stunning artwork. It's just, oh, it leaves me speechless. It really does. This has been a work in progress for a long time. I was using my Pablo pencils on this, and they work beautifully, but I did feel like I had to kind of work quite hard. I love my Pablo pencils, but I don't know. I haven't found the perfect book for them yet, the perfect paper. But they are stunning pencils. And look at this big double page spread of a dragon. You've got sort of his body here, back leg behind the pillar, and comes around, and then you've got sort of like his head here, his neck. It's just, oh, wow. Yeah, amazing. Okay, this was the first double page spread I tackled in this book, and this was also when I first got my Pablo pencils, actually. They were gifted to me, and yeah, I worked on this on live streams with you guys numerous years ago now. I ruined the background, so I just painted it black. But yeah, really, really detailed book, but stunning. Absolutely stunning. So there is that one, and another one is this one. I don't know what this book is called. I just call it Townscapes. I purchased it from Amazon Japan after seeing it on the beautiful Kay from Colouring with Kay, after seeing it on her channel. I have started a page in here, but again, I just chickened out because of how detailed they are. But Kay makes them look phenomenal and so effortless. And I just wish I could do that. I love this one, the chemistry one. That is fantastic. But like this with all the open space as well. Oh my gosh, that really scares me. But it's beautiful. It's really lovely. This is the one I started. Luckily, I wrote down my combination I was using for the polychromos for sort of these bits. I was trying to replicate the colours from the front. You have copies of the images coloured at the front of the book. Yeah. Yeah, so here is, that's the one that I was working on, I think. Was it that one? Yeah, this one here. So I was trying to replicate the colours, but wow. Yeah, definitely need fine liners for this book as well. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. That would have been a really lovely one to do for Halloween, wouldn't it? So yeah, that one, oh, I love it, but it really intimidates me. Okay, number 6. Okay, the most unique art style that you admire. This for me was an absolute no-brainer. I have 3 of this artist's books, and it is Karolina Kubikowska. This is her first book, which I think translates to The Other Side of Dream. I also have Ticket to Dreams and Rising. I haven't been able to get her, what's it called, Circle Portraits. I would like to get that one and the Imaginary Friends book. But yeah, her artwork, you look at it and you know that this is Karolina's work. Yeah, so unusual and quirky and beautiful. I adore the sketchy style of it. I really, really love it. And you know, many a time I sit and look through these books and I just look at the strokes of like her pen that she was using when she was inking these or illustrating them. I just look at the pen marks, the hatching on them, you know, to sort of indicate where the shadows and shading would be, and I love it. It's so different, but in a fantastic way. And like I said, you just look at the artwork and you know that, you know, you can look at it and be like, yeah, that's Karolina Kubikowska who illustrated that. But yeah, absolutely stunning. I thought I would just show this one. I've only coloured 1 page in this book. Unfortunately, the book started falling apart here. And I'm gutted because this is the first page I was working on. I bought this book pre-loved from my beautiful best friend Claire. And the book was immaculate, but yeah, I started working on a page and yeah, it was coming loose, so I had to put some tape to secure it. Watercolour wasn't great in this. It doesn't really want to move on this paper, so I really had a struggle using watercolour here, the purple, but I know for future reference. So that is that one. Number 7, a book that you've coloured in the most. I've got a few books that I've coloured, you know, a decent amount of pages in, but I think this one would have to be up there. This is 50 Dessert Themed Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova, and this is a project book and buddy colour book with my partner Connor, my youngest daughter Emmy, my son Caden has recently joined in, and my eldest daughter Tegan, she has also coloured a page in this one. So I'll just quickly show you some of the pages. Then that one. This is the one that Tegan did as a buddy colour with Connor and Emmy last month. Really cute. Done this one. That was on the 22nd of September. That was a buddy colour. This was just with Emmy. This one. And I've put some stickers and bits on there as well. Did this one. Yeah, so I've coloured a few in here. A decent chunk. I did get a good amount in my original copy of Mythical Miniatures as well. I got a decent amount of pages done in that book as well. But there was a few that I just wanted to do over, so I do have a second copy of that one. This one, the Red Panda. That was a buddy colour this year with Connor and Emmy. That was the 27th of April we did that one. So cute. And this one. So yeah, I've got a chunk done. Connor chose this page for me to colour. And then Emmy and I did this one as a buddy colour. I just used stickers for my name on that one. So that was 50 Dessert Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover. A book that I love but have not coloured in yet. So I've picked out a couple of books for this one. So the first one is Magical Woodland by Kate Pellerin. This book is so beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I love the size as well. Her artwork is stunning. The line work is quite thin, so I don't know how I would go with alcohol markers in this. I would definitely want to try, but I kind of want to see how watercolours would work on here as well. It's really smooth. So I don't know, I'd have to see, but yeah, and this is so whimsical. It is gorgeous. There's nothing not to love about this book. So yeah, I really want to get to this book soon. Whenever I look through it, I always stop on this page. I think that is gorgeous, but it looks like I do have a page in here flagged. Yeah, this one. This one as well. The cat is looking sad because he's eaten all his fish. He's just left with the bones. He's looking a bit sorry for himself. So yeah, that is such a cute page. That might be a lovely one to start on, actually. Yeah, so Magical Woodland. Another book that I love but I have not coloured in yet is this one. This is Romantic Gothic. I'm not sure who is illustrated by. There's a few names here. London Sirasaki and Manami Kageyama. But yeah, this is stunning. This one was from Amazon Japan. I love this book. It is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's quite detailed on some of the pages. Some are easier than others. You've got like cute little pages like this. So this is a bit like Small Victories, which is really lovely and definitely could be used as a palette cleanser. But yeah, this is beautiful. And the line art is kind of like a purpley grey, which is really pretty. I love this one with the cacti. I think that is beautiful. Really cute. So I'd definitely like to get to that one. Another one is this one. This is Apol's Colouring Book of the Four Seasons. She's one of my favourite illustrators. I think her work is breathtaking, but it really intimidates me as well. But yeah, I really should come in colour in here. It is gorgeous. You get a coloured image here on the left hand side of what her original artwork looks like, and then you get the line art on the right. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, absolutely stunning. That would be a great one for now as well. Looking miserable in the pouring rain. I've got that one flagged, but I'm not going to get to that one yet. Oh, and that one. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous book. And then another one is this one, and I'm really sorry, I have no idea what this one is called, but there's 16 pages in this one. It says down here www.otonanonuri.com. I'm not sure if that's the illustrator. Oh, by Karamomo Chiaki. Okay, I apologise. But yeah, these are beautiful, but really, really intimidating. And I think on some of the pages as well, where we've got kind of, you know, heavier grayscale like this, that does kind of, it intimidates me, but it sort of puts me off a little bit because I'm not sure how to colour over it. But the pages in here are beautiful. The paper is gorgeous quality. It's really, really lovely. Look at this one. Yeah, it's stunning. And then you get the coloured images at the front of the book here, so you can use those for reference if you want to. Look at that, the polar bear. Oh, stunning. I think I'd like to maybe try and replicate some of the colours in these. That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, there we go. So what we are now, books that I would save during a fire. Okay, this for me was a no-brainer. There are random books, sort of like one-offs that I have that I would definitely save in a fire. My Oceans to Stars by Lydia Fenwick, no-brainer. My I cannot think of like the set of them, what they're called, but it's sort of like Asian books. I can't think, but you know what I mean. You'll see some of these books in a little bit. I would save those. And yeah, these next ones were just an absolute no-brainer. My Rita Bearman, they would be up there as well. But yeah, these are just examples of some of the books that I would save. So I have Sargon and Universe by Maria Troller. If I could only save a couple out of her books, I think it would be these. This one, Universe, because it's got pages from, you know, her different books in here. So this is sort of like a compilation. So I think if I was limited for space, you know, I would definitely take this one. I'm going to just zoom out a little smidge. There we go. Yeah, I think this would be, you know, a really good one to take. Coloured this one in here, my Tafiti page. But yeah, and it's nice because down here at the bottom of the pages it tells you which book it's from or whether it's an exclusive to this one or not. So yeah, I absolutely adore this. And Luna, you know, Moon Valley, they're probably my favourites of hers as well. There's that one, Sargon. This was again an absolute no-brainer. This would be one of the first ones of Maria's that I would grab. I'm really excited for her new books. So I need to keep an eye out for those. Yeah, this is just beyond beautiful. I think she's just completely outdone herself with this book. There's my Jack and the Beanstalk pages. Really enjoyed those. And again, my Hannah Carlson books, these would be the first books I think that I would grab. But I took this one off the shelf because I'll be, you know, just using this as an example for some of the other sort of other points here in this tag. So this is Soulmates. This is my original copy of the book. So this is the one that has got a lot of whips in it. I do also have the English edition of Spirit Animals, and I have another copy of this one, Soulmates. This is the Dutch edition, I think, with the really good paper. So I've got another copy of this one, and it's still in the cellophane, because this is by far my favourite book of hers. So you can see I've got some whips in here. I do have a few finished pages. I abandoned these pages for a long time, but I came back and just did what I could to just get them done to a point where I'm like, it's okay, you know. Started colouring the pattern on these. Okay, these were the first 2 pages I coloured in the book, and I'm still to this day really proud of these. Yeah. My owl kind of looks a bit faded, a bit washed out, but that's okay. I've done these based on Gryffindor from Harry Potter. I've just added my own bits and bobs on the page. This is a long-standing whip. I'm really pleased with this one. And sort of the effect I got on her skin, sort of like pencil strokes. I don't know if you can see, if it's going to pick up on camera. But yeah, I was really pleased with that one. Done these 2, which I'm not thrilled with. I like how the crab turned out and the claws here on her necklace, but I don't like the background. I'm not a fan of her. Yeah. This one, I called her done, but I still look at it and feel like, I think maybe her skin blends in with the background too much. I don't know. This is a long-standing whip. Just pulling the colours across from this page. That was Pablo pencils as well. So that was it for Soulmates. So yeah, my Hannah Carlson books, they would be, like I said, an absolute no-brainer for me to save. Okay, book with the best paper quality. So for me, personally, it would be these, especially this one, Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lyderhall Oberg. The paper in this is exquisite. It's just a dream to work on. I have used water-based markers on here. As you can see, I've got a whip there. Oh, smudged some ink. Okay, so this is my completed page in the book. And on this one, I used water-based markers. I used pencils, gel pens, Langwell gel pens, black jelly roll glaze. I've used watercolours in the background, and this is a few layers, and the paper isn't even like, it's just not even like buckled or anything. I don't know if you can see. It's just handled it like an absolute trooper. So yeah, it's just phenomenal. It just takes whatever you throw at it. These 2 are just water-based markers with a little bit of gel pen at the moment. So these are some whips I have in the book. And then I use Lango gel pen here. I don't like how it looks like that, but I'll still colour the rest of the page. But yeah, the paper in that is just incredible. And definitely the book with the best paper that I have in my collection. But I do also love the paper in Hannah Carlson's books, and also Maria Troller's books. There was one that I had an issue with of Maria Troller's, and that was Mandolin, which I think is also the same as Moon Valley, if I remember correctly. And in the copy of Mandolin, the paper is white instead of sort of like an ivory cream colour, like we're used to. And for some reason, the watercolour just would not budge on it, and I struggled with pencils and whatnot. But once I got that copy, otherwise known as Moon Valley, the paper in that, which is kind of like the same as Maria's other books, it was just fantastic. And again, it just handles it beautifully. Again, this is pencils, watercolours, fine liners, gel pens, and it's just it's you know, handled it fantastic. You know, tiny little bit of a ripple, but hardly anything at all. You know, and once it's on the shelf and it's closed in between books, it flattens out beautifully. And that is the same with Hannah Carlson books as well. I think the paper in her books is tremendous and just really lends itself so well to a whole host of different mediums. So yeah, these are definitely books that I would recommend with great paper quality. Okay, so the next is my favourite grayscale book, and it had to be this. It couldn't be anything else. This is Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. I have 2 copies of this. I think this is my original copy. Yeah, so she was a whip. But the grayscale in this is stunning, and it makes it so easy to know where to put your highlights and shadows. I did colour her in my second copy. She was a buddy colour with Diane from Diane Dreaming Colour. But in this one, I coloured her. She was my first one. I was so proud of this one. I still am. Really like how she turned out. So yeah, because Christine gave us the grayscale, I knew where to put my darker shadows, you know, where my lighter highlights and things should be, and it just made it really enjoyable. And not to mention the artwork, which is just breathtaking. She is incredible. So that would be my favourite grayscale book. Number 12 is books that intimidate me. So again, it would be, oh, if I can get them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so books that intimidate me. I know that I have shown you these already, but it would be this one, Townscapes. Just, yeah, the detail in it. Drommenvanger, again, which I have already showed you, by Tomislav Tomic. And this one, Mystica, by Dada Chow. I was on the lookout for this book for the longest time. I managed to get it. I coloured 1 page in it, but I've just been so scared to come back to it because of how stunning it is. The pages are all single-sided. The paper is really lovely to work on with pencils, but I'm not sure how watercolour would work. The page I've done is this one. And I did take, you know, colour reference from the coloured image at the front of the book. But, yeah, I've got transfer of pink here. That's frustrating. But, yeah, it's just, like I said, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And as much as I love colouring people, I'm not confident when it comes to skin. I'm not too bad with hair. Hair doesn't particularly bother me, but skin really does. The face isn't so bad, but it's when it's like hands and like sort of like shoulders and like sort of more skin than just the face, then I'm like, oh my gosh, help me. So yeah, she reminds me of Robin from Stranger Things, so I'm going to colour her like Robin when I get to it. But yeah, they're just so beautiful. Yeah, it's just scary because of how gorgeous it is. And I'm sure, you know, many of you probably have books on your shelves that you adore and you're so desperate to colour, but at the same time you love them that much you're almost scared to touch them. And then we've got, like I said, we've got coloured images here in the front, which are beautiful. Yeah, really gorgeous. So that one, so what was that? That was number 12. Okay, number 13. Books you want to finish one day. So I would love to finish Soulmates by Hannah Carlzon, Sargon by Maria Troller. That's just, you know, a given. And I would love to complete Oceans to Stars by Lydia Fenwick. This book is outstanding. I love every single image, but some of them really, really intimidate me. But at the same time, I love it. I can't wait to come in here and colour another page. I've only done one so far, and it was this one, the Scorpio page. And I love how she turned out. And that has got watercolours and a bit of alcohol marker on there. So yeah, I do really like how she turned out. I'd love to complete this one. Could you imagine how amazing that would look once it was all done? That would just be fantastic. Okay, best books for practicing new techniques. So again, I would recommend the Hannah Carlzon books. I would also recommend Maria Troller, just because you have that really, really beautiful paper. And like I mentioned just now, they're fantastic at taking, you know, kind of a lot of mediums that you throw at it. The only thing is that because they are double-sided, if you want to use alcohol markers, you do need to be mindful that you will be sacrificing the page on the reverse. I don't personally want to use alcohol markers in those books because they are books that I would like to finish. But yeah, I think they are great for practicing new techniques. Let me see. Most affordable but great quality book. And again, I would say Maria Troll, Rita Berman, her books are beautiful. But if it's sort of like paper quality and things like that you're looking for, and just how they're made in general, again, you know, like I said, I would recommend my Maria Troller and Hannah Carlzon artists. I just think their books are phenomenal. The quality is outstanding, and it really does feel like a luxury to sit and colour in those books because of how well made and beautiful they are. Okay, the next one, books I recommend for beginners. I'm going to sound like a broken record. It would be the Hannah Carlzon and Maria Troller books again. And also, I do think sort of like Lulu Mayo, Rita Berman, they would be great as well. Johanna Basford has some beautiful books that I think would be lovely for beginners, but I think maybe with hers, if you were a beginner, you would maybe want to start with something like Worlds of Wonder or Magical Worlds, because there's a lot of pages in there. You have a really lovely variety of pages where you have like little small victories, some pages that are full pages with lots of details, some pages that are kind of like sectioned off. You still have quite a bit of background, but you have, you know, really, really lovely image in the middle to keep you busy. So there's just a really, really nice variety and selection of pages in those books. Let me see. Okay, number 17 is books that spark your creativity. So for me, again, it's, you know, my hardback books. It is the Lydia Fenwick Oceans to Stars. I adore this book, and I can just look at a page and be like, yeah, I really, you know, I kind of know what I would like to do on this page and how I would like it to look. So yeah, this one, I love it when you just look at a page and you're like, ooh, I would love to do her hair like this and use such and such a medium and this colour palette and give her such and such a skin tone. I just, yeah, I love it when things come together like that. I really do. So this one definitely inspires creativity, as does my collection of Carla Magana books. She is up there again with, you know, probably in my top 10 favourite artists. I think she's fantastic, and she encourages us with her books to just use them like a playground and just let loose and have fun, which I love. This is a new copy of Fashion Circus that was very, very kindly gifted to me by a beautiful lady, and she sent me a huge box full of Carla Magana books and original artworks that like sort of painted on wood panels and prints and all the things, because she knows how much I love Carla's work. So I do have duplicates of some of her books, and also some of her books I had almost completed like years past, and she has sent me these copies, which I'm so thankful for. And this one in particular I'm really excited to get back into. This is Fashion Circus, and just, I know it's printed on Amazon paper, so, you know, whatever. Not my favourite paper to work on, but with Carla's books I tend to go in with an alcohol marker base, and then, you know, either just use some gel pens or, you know, occasionally pencils, twistable crayons, all sorts of things on top, and they all turn out fantastic. And this is just so fun, and I can imagine this being really vibrant and colourful. In my original book, where is, yeah, this character here, I'd done them sort of like a peach, pale pink, and cream, I think it was, and just, it looked absolutely beautiful. I loved how that page turned out, and now I get the opportunity to do it again. So yeah, I just think these are so fun, and really do just encourage you to come in and just have fun with colour, which is exactly what I think we all need sometimes. And then another book that I feel really inspired by and is one of my favourite Hannah Carlson books is this one, Tales from the Forest Kingdom. I've coloured a few in here, but yeah, this book is so gorgeous. We've got an owl there. Just, you know, like I said, she's my favourite artist, and I love every single one of her books. I'm not too hot on Atlantis, I must say. That is my least favourite of her books. That's a whip there. I'm trying to make him look like Gandalf. But yeah, this book is so gorgeous, very whimsical. This one was done on the channel, this page here, and then you can see I've just collaged and stuck a few bits on the background. Oh my god, Kate, grammar, seriously. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. The portraits do intimidate me. This is a whip. And I did not write down the colours I was using, but I know that they were polychromos, so I can try and figure that out. This one, I really enjoyed this one, my Robin Hood page, and then making a mess, flicking gold all over the page. I think this was the first page I coloured in the book, and even now I love how that turned out. I think I maybe could have done with a few more layers of pencils, but you know, with my hands, with my arthritis, there's only so much I can do before I need to say, okay, that's, you know, enough. This was a buddy colour with my beautiful friend Camille from Camille's Creative Colouring, or Camille's, oh, I can't think of the channel name. I'm so sorry, Camille, my love. Please forgive me. I will link her channel in the description. But yeah, I coloured this one. I've got some loose glitter on there as well, and just had fun. This one, I messed up the page, so I collaged over it, and then I've put a few stickers and embellishments here that I can write in when I feel like I want to use this as a journal page. And that one. Oh, and this one. So yeah, love that book, and I just think Hannah's artwork is really inspiring to me anyway. So yeah, definitely, you know, definitely books that kind of, you know, sort of inspire and kickstart my creativity. Number 18, books that are the most nostalgic and remind you of childhood. So I've got two in my collection. The first one is this one, the Beatrix Potter colouring book. This is actually Connor's book. This isn't mine, this is Connor's book, but he has said that I'm more than welcome to colour in it. But yeah, Beatrix Potter, I mean, what is not to love? I remember the storybooks when I was little, and then when I had my children, you know, I got them a few little things with Beatrix Potter characters on, and we used to actually watch a Beatrix Potter programme. I think it was on CBeebies like years ago, Peter Rabbit or something. Peter Rabbit it was called, I think. Yeah, it's gorgeous. But there's a page in here that Connor and I both adore. I really want to colour it, but so does he, so I might suggest we just sit and maybe colour it together, and it is this one. So it's the fox here with Jemima Puddle Duck. I love it. I'm desperate to come in with sort of like watercolours and pencils on this one. And on Amazon they have an ornament of this exact ornament of these two characters. I will put a picture up on the screen. I would love to get that ornament, and then the box set of like the little mini hardback books. Just, you know, nostalgia. Yeah, oh, that's a lovely one as well. I do like that. That's pretty. But yeah, Beatrix Potter is just, yeah, that was a no-brainer. And then the other one that I find really nostalgic is this one. This is by Inko Kotoriyama. I purchased it from Amazon Japan after seeing this on my gorgeous friend Jamie at Finding Joy in Colour. I saw this on her channel and I was like, oh, I need that book. So it's so easily to be enabled, isn't it? It's just, yeah, you see something on someone's channel and you're like, oh my goodness, I need it. And that is exactly what happened with this book. And yeah, it is stunning. Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds. Sorry my loves. Caden came in, but he left the bathroom door open, bless him. But yeah, this is just so adorable, and it's got like classic Winnie the Pooh in here as well. We have got some artwork from the deluxe Christopher Robin book, so there's some images from there. But yeah, like things like this with the map, I think is really lovely. And when my eldest Tegan, when she was a baby, I decorated our bedroom with the classic Winnie the Pooh. I papered all the walls, they were cream, with a lot of help from my mum, and then I had bought a classic Winnie the Pooh wallpaper border to put around the room, and she had a classic, oh, it was beautiful, like an ornamental money pot and things like that. I just, yeah, was really into all the old-fashioned Winnie the Pooh for her when she was little. So far I've only done this one. I love it. But yeah, it's beautiful. I just love the way it is drawn. Like this. Yeah, like this. You know, the sort of grey line art, sketchy style. I just think it's got a real charm to it, and it just makes me smile. And then you've got all these like sort of colouring tutorials and references here in the front. So they are my nostalgic books. The next one is books with the most variety of pages. And again, I think I would just like to refer you back to the Maria Troller and Hannah Carlson books. I think they've got such a beautiful range of pages. You've got sceneries, you've got portraits, you've got bugs, you've got just really whimsical and unusual things. It's just, you know, a lot of florals and foliage in Maria Troller's books, again, along with pictures of characters and scenery, you know, sort of like little characters in a big flower, things like that. I just think their books are phenomenal, and if you can't tell, I adore them. I'm absolutely obsessed. Okay, the next is my favourite seasonal book, and again, this was a no-brainer, and it is Seasons by Hannah Carlson. So it's lovely because it's divided into sections, and at the front of each section, if I just show you. Okay, so here you get Fallen Stars, so you get sort of like a bottle with a little title on it, and then that is the start of that season. So this is the start of the winter season. So I've done this one. That's an old page. That was my first ever time using stickles as well, I think, on that page, I believe. My double page Christmas tree mice with ornaments. You've got loose glitter and all the good things on there. Just put that back to try and protect the glitter a little bit. I think that's it for that season. And then we've just got, you know, really, really lovely pages. I need to finish this one. She's been a whip since, I don't know, last year, the year before. But again, you can just see that there's a really lovely variety of pages. I didn't get to that one in October, so I'll take that bookmark out. You know, again, like I said, you've got characters here, you've got animals, you've got foliage, you've got double page spread scenes like this. I just think we could want for nothing with these books. So there you go, Autumn Winds. So that is the start of the autumn season. So this section here is summer. Look at that, with the butterflies and strawberries. How stunning is that? Oh, gorgeous. And because Hannah is my favourite artist, I do have second copies of pretty much all of her books. I think there's just 2 books I need to get second copies of now. And it just allows me to be, you know, more kind of loose and free and experimental with my mediums in my first copies. This one, Bright Summer Nights. That's quite an old page, but again, really, really pretty. I threw all sorts at that one. And you can see the paper is just a tiny little bit, you know, a tiny, tiny little bit lumpy there. But apart from that, like nothing although my pink fine liner here and some gel pen by the looks of it, maybe even one of my watercolours, it's kind of, it has bled through the paper, so I have got pink here to try and colour up, which I think I can try and cover that over. But yeah, that's got all sorts on it, that page. That's a whip. But do you see what I mean about just having such a beautiful variety? I just think there's something for everyone in these books. That's the title page. Just kept that one really, really simple. So that is my favourite seasonal book, and it's just stunning. And I do think also Rita Berman, her Seasons compilation book, is beautiful, and a really, really lovely sort of portable size if you want to sort of put it in your bag and take around with you. But this just, yeah, as soon as I saw this prompt for the favourite seasonal book, this is the one that I pulled off the shelf. It was just a no-brainer. The next prompt is most whimsical, and it is these books, but it's pretty much all of them in this series. I cannot think of the name of the series, it's eluding me, but this one is by Catoli, and this is, did I write it down? No, I didn't write down the title of this one, I'm so sorry. This is the bunny book. And I mean, come off it, look. I think if these are not whimsical, you know, then I don't know what is. They are so cute and an absolute joy to colour. They do intimidate me a little bit just because of how beautiful they are, but once you get in here and you colour them, oh, it's just such a good time. It really is. But these are the kind of books that I want to do my best work in. So I've done one in here, it's this one, and I loved it. I love this one. And I've got some colour shift watercolour paint from Renee at Renaissance Colours on Etsy. So at one angle it kind of looks green, and then you shift it and it goes sort of like a pinky lilac colour, and it's just, oh, it's magic. I love it. And I use my Albrecht Dürer Polychromos gel pens, tiny little bit of fine liner on there. Yeah. And then this one, this is the Polar Bear Adventure Cruise. Love this one. Again, I've coloured one page in here, but I definitely want to come in and do more. But look at that. That has just got the word whimsical stamped all across it. Oh, a gorgeous, gorgeous book. We've got an underwater fun fair. How cool is that? I love this one. The dinosaur or turtle. Not turtle, tortoise with crystals on his back. So beautiful. I know Jamie's coloured this one for October. Oh, it is breathtaking. Her page is stunning. So if you haven't seen her completed pages video for October yet, go to her channel and check it out. I think this is the last page she shows in the video, and wow, she's just knocked it out of the park. It is exquisite what she has done with that page. This is one of my favourites in the book, this big double page spread. But I definitely think I would come in and base this with watercolours. Maybe not all of it, but you know, I think the grass and the foliage, most definitely. The sky, and then sort of like the bigger areas, like the alligator here, and is that a tapir? A tapir or an anteater, this one? Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. Nothing not to love in here. Where's the page I did? Here we go. That's the page I've coloured in here. And it was a work in progress for a long time, and I chipped away at it super, super, super slowly, but I'm really, really pleased with the result. Really pleased. I apologise if you can hear kiddos in the background. I think that's my daughter's friend. On call to her. I can hear her through the door. Okay, so yeah, that is some of my most, you know, whimsical books. Just think they're so beautiful. So that was number 21. 22, most realistic style or nature inspired. So I've grabbed a few. I've got one over here as well. So I've pulled out this one, Wild and Nature by Rayhan Udashi, otherwise known as Raider Prince. And this is stunning. Her artwork is breathtaking. I love it. She's got such a beautiful style. And, you know, this is definitely a book I would love to complete one day. I started that one, but I've kind of lost mojo with it. So, and I feel like if I've got a whip in a book, I feel like I can't come in and start another page until the whip is done. It's weird, I know, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I just need to come in and just try and get it done as best I can, because there's so many others in here that I'm really, really wanting to come in and colour. But that is beautiful, and that is up there with one of my all-time favourite nature-inspired books. It might not be the most realistic, but I do love it. Another one is Lunar Colouring by Stratton Peterson. This is beautiful. The reason I chose this one is because we do have some realistic natural elements on here, and then we also have sort of like animals and things as well. And I don't think this artist gets acknowledged enough. I really don't. And her work is stunning, really beautiful. I love this one with the lanterns. Yeah, I mean, look at this, the fragrant moonflowers, and then we've got our moths on here as well. Every page is beautiful. Owls, look at that. Oh my gosh. I think I started a page in here. The lunar moth. Love that. Yeah, I started this one. The water moon signs. So that's been a whip for quite some time. And I was trying to just blend Ohuhu markers up here for the crab. So that is just three colours I was blending on him. I was liking how he was turning out. So yeah, really lovely. So that is Lunar Colouring. Another book that I feel, excuse me, where was the, yeah, the most realistic and nature inspired is this one. This is by Aikawa Sora. This is Cute Cat with Friends, and the scenery in this one is beautiful. This is an untouched book for me at the moment, but I would love to get into this book and colour a page. And I think the scenery in here is stunning. Let me show you, like this, look at this with the room, and then you can see the, you know, the trees and the garden outside. It's so lovely. So yeah, you've got this one, outside in the garden, walking up to the house. But yeah, look at this, the scenery, absolutely beautiful. Oh, so gorgeous. I think Kay has coloured this page. I'm sure she has, and again, as always, she has done a remarkable job. Walking through all the wildflowers there. But yeah, it's beautiful. Really, really lovely. Look at this one. There's just nothing not to love about this book. And then another book that is really realistic that I think is just stunning is this one, Fragile World by Kirby Rosanes. And he has just created pure magic with this book. I think that's, are they pangolins, I think? Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Started this one quite a long time ago, but I did keep a note of the prisms I was using for these leaves. 5 different colours, my goodness. But yeah, they're just breathtaking. Yeah, you just look at pages like this and it's like, wow. I mean, look at that. It's my favourite page in the book. I love this one as well, with the alligator. I absolutely adore that one. It's got a little tattoo on his back, on his head. That is really cute. Oh, just, yeah, gorgeous. I've seen this big double page spread done so many times and I love it, and it is definitely one of my favourites in the book, but oh, it intimidates me, and I think because I've seen so many people have done incredible work with it, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. So it scares me off. These are lovely, the pandas. So yeah, they are the realistic books. The next and last prompt is books that I have ignored for the longest time. I've got quite a lot of untouched books on my shelves that haven't been touched, but I feel like the 2 that I've pulled out are some of the oldest. They've, you know, I know that they have been on my shelves for quite a long time. Whether they are the actual oldest ones or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, when I was looking through the shelves and I thought, I know I've had them there for a really long time, and a lot of the others I was looking at and I was like, no, I got you after these. So the first one is Crystal Vogel's Osmar Reis Welt der Weihnachtswitzel. Please excuse the pronunciation. This is published by Top, and her work is stunning. It is beautiful. This is sort of like the Christmas and wintry themed book, and oh, it is just fantastic, but it's really, really detailed. Some pages are more detailed than others, but I love that with the stars. So beautiful. But I'm not all that great on knowing how to create a glow effect on like stars and things, so again, kind of, you know, I get into my own head about it, about what I am and I'm not capable of doing. So I think I scare myself off a lot of the time. But it's not that I don't want to work in these books. I just look at them and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do it justice? But yeah, this is gorgeous. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I do have another book of hers as well that hasn't been touched in. I've only coloured one page in one of her books, and I've got 3 of her books, but I've not been able to get the fairy tale one, which is a real shame. I'm gutted because that would have been my favourite, I think, out of the ones of hers that I would have had. But I'm so lucky and love the ones that I do have. But yeah, this has been sat on my shelf for too long, sadly. And last but by no means least is Throne of Glass. The story is by Sarah J. Maas. I have 2 books in this series. I have the Throne of Glass, and then I have the Assassin's Blade, I think, which is the prequel to it. But I need to get the rest in the series. And there's different illustrators for this book. Quite a few different illustrators. There's a certain style in here that is just not my cup of tea, and I don't mean it disrespectful to the illustrator of those pages at all. They're just not for me. But these, I think, are stunning, and because they're so beautiful, but yet on some of them there's a lot of big open space, I get really intimidated. Like, this is beautiful. So I've got a lot of pictures of Kalina in here. Selena. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, stunning. But I think as well, because I've never coloured anything like this before either, it worries me, because I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know how I would do this artwork justice. But yeah, truly beautiful. See, this is just not quite my cup of tea. Yeah, I wouldn't colour that. It's the ones like this that I absolutely love. I wouldn't colour that. So maybe in those pages I would just sort of collage over them. And maybe just take a few lines from like the books and just write it, you know, on there. Oh, look at all the brickwork on there and the tiles of the roofs. Wow. Yeah, so that has been on my shelf a long time, that one. I would love to get the Court of Thorns and Roses book as well, the colouring book, but I think for one, it's difficult to get hold of, and 2, I don't feel like I can justify getting that one because I've not coloured in this. So yeah, but that is it. That is my colouring confessions. That was a long video. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should have just restricted it to like 1 book per prompt, but yeah, there was quite a few of them where I just struggled for choice. But yeah, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have stuck with me the whole way through, please give yourself a big pat on the back. You are amazing, and I really do appreciate you taking the time to join me today. It's been a really fun one, but now I have the task of putting all of these books back on the shelves. So wish me luck. Again, thank you so much for joining. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, or whatever time of the day it is where you are. Take care, stay safe my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.